Hello and welcome students to another video of English, and in this video we are going to learn about how to enhance and present a news bulletin. In our previous video we have learned that news bulletin is a short broadcast that tell us about the recent events, and they are usually broadcast on hourly basis which apprise us about the current events. In the previous video, we have also learned how to write a news bulletin. What are the different steps? As the first step was to conduct good research, then to gather information through the various reliable sources, then you have to draft the stories, and the news stories we have seen that we have to summarize them in 4 to 5 sentences only. After that, we have seen the structure and elements in which we have to frame or draft our news stories, which look something like this. Okay, the first thing was the title, then we are having our story, the lead sentence, and the body consists of 2 to 4 sentences, and then the concluding part of the story. We have prepared our news story. Now, what we have to do? After this, is there any feedback or suggestion? If we want to enhance, we have to revisit our news stories and let us take some suggestions or feedback if there are any, so as to improve our news bulletin. So the different points that you have to look into it is, first of all, the stories covered are whether they are important or not. Then, are the stories concise and clear? Then, if I am being able to add or remove something, can I present my news more effectively or not? Is there any scope that I have to add some event or add some information, or I have to remove from there? Then, you have to see or check whether you are using a mix of topics or not, whether you are having stories from national, international, sports background and entertainment field. So you have to look that you are not specified only to a particular area. Then you have to also check whether your entire news bulletin is taking the time of only 5 minutes or not. If it is expanding or going beyond the time limit, then you have to recheck it. What you can add into it or what you can remove. Here you have to write down the suggestions regarding all the points, and after that what we will do, we are going to edit our news bulletin. And what are the points that we have to check again are whether there are any spelling errors or not. Then we will look for punctuation, whether we have used the correct punctuation or not. Then, are the sentences short and clear? And at last, that we have covered 5 to 6 stories in our news bulletin. Now, we have seen the part how to prepare our news bulletin, how to structure the stories. Now, is it going to end over here? No. The presentation part is still left, which is also as important as framing the news stories for the news bulletin. So for the presentation part, you have to keep in mind the following things. The first thing is that you have to rehearse. You have to practice either in front of a mirror or in front of any family member so as to gain confidence. It will also help you understand how long your news bulletin might be. And the second thing that you will keep in mind is preparedness. That at least you practice your news bulletin thrice before delivering it. Then the third part is body language. You have to sit or stand in erect position. Keep your shoulders straight and the neck should also be straight. and make an eye contact with the audience. You can have a look at your notes, a glance is okay, but do not continuously look at the matter. You have to maintain an eye contact with the audience. Now the next point is clarity of speech. Do not rush into the sentences and maintain a proper pause and spacing while you are speaking. Speak at a normal pace and also pronounce each word with a clarity. Then next is tone of voice, that your tone should be neutral. The news presenter, as you must have seen, that they maintain a neutral tone. Extreme of emotions should be avoided. You should not express either too much happiness or being too sad. But there are some exceptions, whether you are presenting an inspirational story or whenever you are presenting a tragic disaster. At that time, you could be hopeful or somber, respectively, as per the situation demand over there. Then pause. Whenever you are presenting the news stories, after the ending of one story, take a pause so that the audience can better understand what you are speaking. Then at last, keep a note of your facial expressions. Your facial expression should be in sync with the message that you are conveying in your news bulletins. That if the story is sad, then you are not going to smile. You must maintain your composure over there. These are the points that you have to keep in mind while presenting the news bulletin. And now the last part, that is the task time. Here you have to prepare the news bulletin as well as present it by recording the matter. First of all, you have to research and select 3 relevant news stories. Then write a script covering each story briefly. Then you will record the news bulletin, ensuring the clarity, and also keep in mind the points that we have just covered. And at last, you can share the recording with your friends and teachers so as to have invaluable suggestions and feedback to improve yourself. That's all for today. I hope the topic and concept is clear to you. Enjoy presenting the news bulletin and prepare good news stories. Thank you and happy learning.